days later, like, Steve, we got a problem. I'm like, oh man, don't tell me something's broken. You know, I ain't see anything broken. So if something's broken, he broke it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. I get that. He was like, yo, this ain't the kit to this trans. I'm like, what do you mean? He was like, I was able, because it got 5 gears, really 6 if you count in reverse. So I don't remember which gear synchro was different, but he was only able to use like four synchros from that kit. All the seals, the bearings, the roller bearings, the raised bearings, everything fit, but second gear synchro didn't fit. And I think third, I know second was the gear, because I'm gonna get into that, why second didn't fit. I think it was third or first, the other one, but reverse worked. So I'm like, damn, what the hell? It was like, yo, this is the wrong kit. So, you know, I contacted the shop, I bought it online, told them, you know, hey, you know, this don't work. You know, they wanted pictures, send them pictures, they wanted dimensions, we measured everything out, sent it to them. It was like, yeah, this kit ain't for the car. I need you to let me know the VIN number to the car. I'm like, yo, I ain't got the VIN number. Like, I bought the transmission used. They was like, oh, that's gonna be a problem because there's like 2 other kits available. I'm like, oh hell nah. He was like, yeah, and they're like double the price than what you pay. I'm like, oh hell nah. I ain't just gonna be spending money like that and guessing, you know what I'm saying? Cause they're like, yo, you buy another kit and you open up the package, there ain't no returns or anything. Now we'll go ahead and refund you some of the money back because of the wrong kit. Not that we send you because you ordered it wrong, but we understand what happened, so we'll give you back some money. Then they gave me like $80 back, something. So I took it, I was grateful, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn. So I hit the guy up. I'm like, yo, I need the VIN to the car. And, you know, he didn't have it. I was like, yo, see if you give me the last 8. Because remember, I worked at Chrysler. So Chrysler had the equal talent. So in dealerships, if you get the dealership, their parts department, the last 8 of the VIN, they'd be able to, if it's a Chrysler product, they'd be able to trace it and know what year is it exactly. So I was like, you know, I need, let me get something. You know what I'm saying? He ain't have it. So I called the shop back like, yo, listen, is there a plan B? Because, you know, I can't get this VIN. He was like, how the bell housing look? I'm like, it's dirty. He was like, is it at a shop? I'm like, yeah. He was like, do your shop has a hot tank there? I'm like, yeah. He was like, tell him put the bell housing in a hot tank and look at it real good. It should be a VIN number on the bell housing. I'm like, I didn't know that. Now, I knew that and I didn't know that. Like when I worked at that dealership, I worked on newer cars, 2000, you know, I've been working at dealers since like 2010. I don't work at dealers anymore. But I knew that. But I didn't think they'll still have that on a car that was built in the 90s. So I told Fredo, yo, this is what he told me to do. Boom, put it. We put it. Thank God that the VIN number was still on the belt housing, but you could barely see the numbers, but you could kind of understand what you're looking at. So I was able to get it. And it came back as a 96 GSX, like the guy said it was, but it was a multi-gear synchro for second gear. Second gear actually takes 2 synchros, so he knew what kit to get. So I was like, oh shoot, word. So when I told the guy, he already had the kit in stock. It was like $400 something. I was like, damn, I just paid like 2 and change. I gotta drop another, and I still gotta pay Fredo $500. So I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm paying this kind of money for 2 synchros, because that's all I'm using throughout the whole kit is 2 synchros. And they don't sell the synchros by himself. I found out Jack's transmission had it on back order, and then when I ordered it, and when Fredo was able to put the transmission back together, the parts was now available for like $150. So I was tight. I'm like, damn. But whatever. Fredo did it, rebuilt the trans good. We pulled out the shaft to the T case. So to make it front wheel drive, you gotta pull the shaft out. That goes to the T case. That's eliminated because you're not using a T case. The spider gears has to get welded. So we welded the spider gears, put the T case back on, put everything back together. Now the shaft, when it comes out, the bell housing, that hole in the bell housing, you have to weld that hole shut, because that's where the existing shaft was at that you don't have no more. So you gotta weld that shut so no fluid come out. And what I also did was the differential that's in the transmission, I order an LSD insert. So we install the LSD insert in the differential. So now it's an LSD full time. So you spin the driver tire forward, the passenger follows. They both go forward, increases traction.